to take a second to talk to you about underdogs.
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for
Yeah.
you.
Fly Eagles, fly Eagles on the team. Touchdown, touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season here, really time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. Let's get it, man. I'm hyped. Football season is back. I am ready. They just had their first press conference. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over whatever updates come out from this first actual practice. You know, no pads. I believe it's going to be like 9 practices. Last year, they were like an hour at the most. So we'll see what happens this year, if it's a difference at all. I doubt that there will be. It seems like it's something that like the brass wants to do, right? Like, you know, it seems like it's coming more from like a Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, that they don't want to go too crazy, you know, during these practices, which kind of connects to the interview that he did, the press conference that him and Nick Sirianni did. I'm so hyped. I really am. First of all, we're going to talk about Nick Sirianni's fit. All right, that's where we're going to start. We're going to start with Nick Sirianni's fit. So Nick Sirianni came out with a Jalen Hurts t-shirt. We all know about the Nick Sirianni. I'm going to start it because it wasn't given a proper name last year. So we're going to just do this Nick Sirianni t-shirt tracker. And this interview, this press conference, it was a Jalen Hurts t-shirt. And when he was asked about it, he just simply said, "He's our quarterback." That's it. He's our quarterback. It was a clean t-shirt. He had it. He put it on. That was the one he picked. So they didn't give too much time, too much energy to a lot of these questions, which is kind of to be expected, especially with the first, practice. But we're going to get into this, man. We're definitely going to get into this. What's going on? Kevin in the building. What's going on, Kev? Carlos, what's going on? Ryan, what's going on? Hurt Swag Cali says, Howie said Kayvon got to take the next step. I think that's something we should keep a look out for. I think that you should look at all these players, man. Nick Sirianni also, said to the same kind of degree that this whole team is under, they're in a battle. Every player on this position is in a battle. He was kind of asked mainly about the offensive line, but you could tell that it's the whole team. He talked about it last year. We were going to have competition. We were going to be a team that makes everybody fight for the spot that they think they deserve. So now we see it. Now we have a whole bunch of more players. Jalen Hurts out there with the QBs warming up. We did see Gardner Minshew coming in the for sale, right? What was it? It was a police transfer bus before. So that's for sale. We should all just throw down. Maybe I should start like a little GoFundMe. We'll all buy it and we'll just go. we'll tailgate in his bus every single game. But no, I'm excited for this. So a couple more things that I got from this, press conference. It did sound like Sayamalu is the lead for that right guard spot. I know that was kind of a talk over the off season about whether maybe we would see our third round pick, Luke Juergens, or our second round pick, Luke Juergens at that spot. It doesn't look like we will. It looks like we're just going to have Isaac Sayamalu as a starter. We'll see how that plays out. But, other than that, it seems like they're just trying to take it one step at a time. I made a tweet just kind of joking, but it's true. We were 5 minutes in. We had like 3 different Nick Sirianni-isms, right? He was talking about he wants to focus on the mountain that's in front of him. He doesn't want to look too far ahead. They kept on asking him and Howie about basically, the expectations of the season, if they felt there was pressure. They don't see it as pressure. They see it as a lot of guys are just excited about this team. Even talking about fans, right? He said fans and players are really excited about this team. They don't necessarily feel the pressure just yet. Once the game starts, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a lot different. So per Bo Wolf, he's saying that the Eagles signed veteran wide receiver Lance Lenore after working him out yesterday, so he's out there. Looks like there's no injuries, no surprise injuries. Everybody looks good to go. That's per Elliott Shore Parks. AJ Brown out there with the wide receivers getting his workout in. I think it's going to be a lot of stretching, a lot of walkthroughs, nothing too crazy, especially seeing as there is a lot of media out there and a lot of fans. They're not going to really want to give up the goodies. So it is what it is. Carlos says he remembers Lance. I'm going to have to look him up. What's going on, Art? Nothing much. Yeah, we chilling, man. We chilling. Yeah, I'm excited that football is finally back. Like I said, this practice I don't think is going to be too intense. I think it's going to be a lot of fan interaction, maybe a little bit of 7-on-7s just to kind of get the fans going. I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. Oh, he was on the Cowboys. Okay. So they lied about N'Kobe. As far as what, Cal Bundy? I know there was a lot of talk, during the draft about him being injured, and that's kind of why he fell down. But that was kind of debunked right after the draft. He did come out and say, and our staff came out and said they felt comfortable with where he was in his rehab from that surgery, or from that injury, I should say. So I don't think that, I think that we were expecting him to be out there. Are the Eagles going to live stream? Nah, they're not going to. The Eagles doing this, I think, was enough. A lot, I should say. Maybe not enough. As a fan, I definitely want to be able to watch it, but this is about as much as they're gonna do. New and interesting helmet for O linemen. Look like they could. Okay, so yeah, the offensive linemen have like a weird extra padding on top of their helmets. Maybe just an extra safety measure. That's pretty cool, though. If you follow me on Twitter at PhillyPhillyTP, you can see some of the stuff that I'm retweeting as we go. If you want to see the helmets, I just retweeted that. Yeah, so it's all trench players, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, and tight ends. Yeah, Brandon Godwin saying that he's thinking it's just an extra step in concussion prevention, which that's kind of what it looks like to me. Are the Eagles going to Jesse Bates? I would love for the Eagles to get Jesse Bates. I just don't want to put I don't want to put any faith into that. Okay, so the Philadelphia Eagles did announce their official roster moves. Obviously, there were some people that came and went. So the people that got released, the Eagles released Jared Williams. They released Richard Rodgers, the tight end. For those that follow the Eagles, they know that Richard Rodgers is somebody that came in and gave us some good quality football. So that's kind of a shock to see. Brett Toth, the offensive lineman, kind of a jack of all trades. He's played a little bit of tackle for us, a little bit of guard for us. Tyree Jackson, both have been placed on active physically unable to perform. So basically the PUP list. So that's interesting. We knew that was going to happen with Tyree Jackson, but they did sign Jaden Graham, the tight end, Cameron Tom, a center, developmental center. I kind of heard about him yesterday, actually. And then, like I said, Lance Lenore is the other signing, kind of rounding that out. Okay, and then Zach Berman coming out saying that Howie Roseman's touting Marcus Epps as the player the team's excited about internally. Big opportunities for Epps to lock down the job this summer. That's from Zach Berman. So that's going to be interesting. This is when you start seeing everything. They definitely will call Drew. They definitely will call Richard Rodgers back. What's going on, Drew? What's going on? And another guy, I don't know if you guys saw this, but Jordan Howard I don't know if he signed. I don't know if he signed. We'll probably hear about that today, but he did have a workout. I want to say with the Ravens. So Corey Clement might be on the move, might be going to obviously he wasn't with the Eagles. I think he spent a little bit of time with the Cowboys. So he's moving around a little bit. But look, he had 100 yards in the Super Bowl. So I got nothing but love for Corey Clement. So excuse me if you don't care. I'm gonna I'm gonna still be kind of keeping tabs on what he's doing. So Zach Berman came out and said that the practice schedule for today, they're trying to put an emphasis on avoiding soft tissue injuries. Eagles have 4 walkthroughs in place of practices leading up to the preseason opener. They looked at data of workloads and injuries and timed the workouts accordingly. So he did say that. Howie Roseman did say that in the press conference that they looked at data and they felt that early on in the process, this is when you have most of those soft tissue injuries. So it seems like that's what they're going to be doing to try and avoid those. I guess it's going to be a lot of walkthroughs. I can't sit here and be mad at my team for doing that. I can't sit here and realistically be upset with the Eagles for taking it easy because last year, do you feel that they came out ready? Because against San Francisco, that defense looked good. The offense looked decent. They were moving up and down the field. Obviously, didn't score much, right? The red zone was an issue, but they moved the ball up and down the field. So they looked ready. The game plan just probably wasn't, what they needed to have at that time. So we'll see what happens. we'll see what happens, man. It's going to be a boring off season again. It's going to be a boring training camp, but you will see the guys start to shift. You will start to see Marcus Epps taking those, number one reps. You will start to see some of these tight ends kind of shining because if they're putting on this extra, so no Jason Kelsey at practice. Hopefully, that's per Jeff McClain. Hopefully, it's a personal issue. Well, hopefully, it's not a personal issue. Obviously, I don't want him to have anything wrong, but I don't want him to be injured. So, Jason Kelsey is not at practice. So, this should be interesting. A.J. Brown out there doing receiver drills. Looking beautiful. It's looking beautiful, man. It's looking beautiful. And shout out to A.J. Brown for rocking that hurt season hat. You got to love the interaction. You have to love the interaction. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a bunch of drills. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 38 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. We're going to try and do this every day for training camp. Just try and keep, I know a lot of people can't scroll through Twitter, so last year I helped some people out. This year, hopefully we help some people out as well. I wonder what's going on with my Cowboys right now. Tonight, Carlos, I'm going to have James. Me and James are going to do a quick little best of enemies and just kind of talk about the training camps, talk about what we see from both training camps. So if you tune in later on tonight, I believe it's at 6:30, if I'm not mistaken, you'll definitely catch that. It's going to be fun. Friday, they are not live streaming the camp. You can see some, like I said, if you go on Twitter, if you're following any of the reporters that are live there, they are sharing some video, but it's really just drills. Once the actual 7-on-7s or anything that involves a game plan actually happen, that's when you'll start seeing everything just kind of go black and you won't see anything happen anymore. So we'll try and keep updated though. We will definitely, try to keep updated. It was Saints for Jordan Howard. That would be an interesting one. Oh, for Jordan Howard. Yeah, Jordan Howard went to the Saints and Corey Clement went to the Ravens. I don't know if he signed with the Ravens. So he did sign with the Ravens? Okay, so hey. What's going on, Bird Gang? What's going on? It's the most wonderful time of the year. Yeah, it's like Christmas, man. It's like Christmas. We got to unwrap this training camp. You know what I mean? I'm trying to see guys go out with ones. That's what I want to see. I want to see a little bit of 7-on-7. Just, you know what I mean? I know it's probably not going to happen, so probably I shouldn't get my hopes up. But it's all good. Marv says no Bates. I don't know. If you could get Bates for a cheap, everybody's assuming he's going to get paid this uber amount of money, which he probably will. But at the end of the day, if he wants to come here and play and have a chip on his shoulder and take a little bit less money, Hassan Riddick did it. Maybe, and that rhymed. Look at that, bars. But, maybe Jesse Bates is just like, you know what? I'm going to prove these dudes wrong. I'll take a little bit of money to go to a team that's competing, because we are now a competing team. What if you go meet the Bengals in the Super Bowl or something like that, and you're able to get your revenge? You know what I'm saying? It really depends on what we have to give up financially, you know what I'm saying, and everything. We need a big back. Where's Latavius Murray? I want to see what we got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we have in a guy like, Kennedy Brooks. Let's see what we have in that dude that used to play for the Cowboys that we just picked up. Yeah, look at that. A.J. Brown playing to the fans. That's what it's going to be a lot of. It's going to be a lot of just, them playing to the fans, doing drills here and there. It is what it is. What's going on, BLSG? What's going on? Yeah, we need no injuries to anyone. Jaquan Hardy, there we go. That's his name. Did he play? Did he do anything for your Cowboys? Like, is there any insight you can give me, Carlos, like as far as Cowboys go? Or was he kind of like a practice squad guy? Was there any buzz about him during preseason last year? Anything like that you can maybe drop? I'm going to ask, James also, so maybe he heard a little bit of something, but yeah, Sirianni's really hype on Jalen Hurts. This is going to be an interesting year. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, even if he didn't like him, they didn't sign Hardy. Yeah, we didn't end up signing Hardy. You're right. I forgot that fell through. Then we ended up signing like 5 different people. Hey, we're the only team in the NFL with 91 players, I believe. So Shout out to Matt Leo for making that possible. Yeah, Jaquan Hardy isn't on the Eagles. They backed out and didn't sign him. I forgot about that. You're right. You're right. Scoob Doo, what's going on? What's up, Joe? I'm super ready, but Jonathan Getter. Gannett, yo, I want to see Gannett do something. I just want to see them line up. You ain't even got to really do any plays. Just line up and let me see who you put out there with the ones and twos and, you know what I'm saying? See how that actually works out. Our season finally starts today. The special year begins. I'm feeling good about this team. I feel good about this team. I definitely feel a lot better than I did last year. At the end of the day, though, and I'll say this till I'm blue in the face because I know we're Eagles fans. We're going to get hype on our team. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But at the end of the day, my focus isn't winning a Super Bowl. Like, if we don't win a Super Bowl, it's not a wasted year. I think that this is a team that is still building, and it's going to be very, very scary. It's going to be very, very scary. He was more a practice squad player, but he did get some playing time in week 18 last year. Okay, how'd he do? How'd he do? You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I mean, now he's not on the Eagles, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but it would have been interesting, right? Melvin, what's going on, Mel? What's going on, cuz? How you doing? You really shouldn't what? Good luck winning the division. Mel, come on, man. You a Giants fan, man. We already know where the Giants are gonna be. We already know where the Giants are gonna be when that year ends. I think y'all gonna be better though. You know what I'm saying? I do think that you guys are gonna be better. I gotta check my Eagles group. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know it's actually football season. My Eagles group going crazy right now. Oh, that's crazy. So WrestleMania is about to be in Lincoln Financial in 2024. That's dope. That is dope. Okay. Yeah, I have like a million people texting me, a million people like, I love football season. I love it. I love it. And then we got the chat popping. Shout out to everybody in here, man. He has a touchdown. Okay, well, that's a start. That's a start. Maybe he should have came on the squad. What's going on, Rock? What's going on? I'm so hyped, bro. I'm ready. We ready. Yeah, I'm man, this is gonna be a fun year. This is gonna be a fun year. This is gonna be a fun year. A lot of junk talking. A lot of junk, a lot. Because the minute we beat the Cowboys, they got to shut up with that. Oh, we beat y'all 3 times in a row. We beat you. Their argument changes like every other week. They're so annoying. So I can't wait to shut them up. Washington fans haven't really talked too much, but I don't want to hear their mouths. I don't want to hear Giants. I do think the Giants will get better. The Giants should be excited about the progression that they'll probably make because they do have some good coaches and stuff. But Danny Dimes is still trash, so we'll see. Kelsey has COVID. Where'd you see that? Yeah, John Clark just said Jason Kelsey is not here today for the first training camp practice. Has COVID and is recovering. Dang, bro. Well, at least it's, I hate to say it, but at least it's early. You know, prayers for him. Hopefully he gets over it. It's nothing big, and he gets through it and he's back to practice soon. That's tough, man. Hopefully this ain't a sign of things to come. That's all I know. Hopefully it ain't a sign of things to come. What time is Eagles practice today? It's already going on right now. It'll probably be like another half hour and then they probably go home. Okay, so Jalen Hurts already getting some throws into AJ Brown. It looked like it was a little bit behind him, but I ain't gonna talk junk. It is what it is. I ain't gonna start it. I'm not gonna start it, y'all. I know y'all want me to start. If they didn't sign Hardy, in my eyes, I believe that says a lot about K Brooks. We'll see. We'll definitely see. It's tough though. It's hard to really, evaluate like offensive linemen, tight ends for their blocking, running backs, because a lot of the things that they do is like contact based, right? So like it's gonna be hard to really kind of judge them off of what we see. Can't wait to see what Dean will do. Yeah, Dean was looking good, looking ready for this practice. I think everybody's ready. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody's ready. Hassan Reddick was saying he was ready yesterday. Like I'm hyped. I am definitely hyped for this. This is what the Eagles been waiting for. This is what the Eagles fans been waiting for. I do feel like people are sleeping on us too, and that's only making it better. That really is only making it better. Yeah, Bird Gang, we gonna get up, man. I'm not gonna lie. I've been so busy. I've been like missing shows with people, and I feel so bad. I ain't gonna lie. I've been so busy, but we have a lot of good things to announce coming up very very soon. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I got to talk to my boss, see when I can actually, start telling you guys. But it's some really, really big stuff in the work, man. But I've been really, really busy. But definitely, we're going to work. We're going to definitely work over this season. And we definitely have a lot of stuff going on, man. Like I said, I got Big Game James coming on. Well, not coming on. We're doing our best of enemies later tonight. Tomorrow, I believe I have somebody on too. Hold on. Let me look at my schedule. This is why I wrote it down. This is why I actually wrote it down. Wednesday, I forget who I have on now. I forget what I'm doing Wednesday. But tomorrow, on Thursday, I know I have from On the Road. Who do I have on Wednesday? I got to check my messages and stuff. I might be messing up shows, man. I might be live with somebody right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be on somebody's live right now. Also, with the next team content creator, we're probably going to try and do it now that the season's like kind of getting close. Today is Wednesday. Okay, so this is what I'm doing today. And then James. And then tomorrow I'm doing Jimmy Smith. I'm telling you, I've been all my days are just confused. It's been a long, long week, a couple weeks for me, but we getting back on it. We getting back on it. But we're gonna probably just start doing whoever we're playing. Okay, Jalen Hurts with a nice little throw to the back of end zone for AJ Brown. That's nice. I like that. I like that. Chat football is back, man. Yeah, I know, man. It feels good. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 45 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, but it is definitely back. It is definitely back. Kennedy Brooks is my sleeper undrafted pick. He's coming for Sanders' job. Jimmy Smith is a dope content creator. Yeah, I like him. I like his stuff a lot, man. I like his stuff a lot. He has energy, you know what I'm saying? But he knows his stuff. He definitely knows his stuff. I enjoy his stuff. So definitely, I've been wanting to get a couple people on. You know what I'm saying? I've been wanting to get a couple people on, but I've been busy. I'm not gonna lie. So, but now that football is back, everything goes to the back burner. You know what I'm saying? This is all I'm worried about. You know it's football, but when Brandon Lee Godwin puts out his thread, when Brandon Lee Godwin puts out his practice thread, Minshew out there throwing some dimes, okay. So from what I'm reading, Jason Kelsey does not have COVID. He had COVID, but he's recovering. They're trying to ease him back in. So just a little bit of clarification so nobody goes too crazy, because I know I was still a little bit worried. How are you seeing the practice, bro? Just a bunch of different, bunch of different sources. Like go through Twitter. Obviously, I've had a couple people on the show, so some people send me some stuff. I have an Eagles group, so I have some people out there. Like it's a bunch of different sources. It's a bunch of different stuff. That's why I'm just staring at my phone. So I would love to look at you guys and act like hey, but I'm just staring at my phone, basically trying to give you what I'm reading as I read it. Your opinion, Hurts a Pro Bowler this year? I mean, he was a Pro Bowler last year, so he should be, right? Pro Bowl to me is such a it's small, but to me, if he can make an All Pro level, that would be big. That would be huge. That would be huge. If he can hit that, I think he could be. I don't want to say he should be, but he definitely could be. And I think he'll put up good enough numbers that the fans and players alike will respect it enough to put him in that ranking. But you never know what happens, right? You never know what happens. I don't want him to play in the Pro Bowl. I want him playing in that Super Bowl. So I think it definitely could happen. Kennedy Brooks has great potential. He could be a great backup. He could be a great situational guy. We know that the Philadelphia Eagles are not a team that's going to go out there and put a bell cow out there. That's just not what we do. So Isaac Seumalo is first up at right guard. Edwards and White were the linebackers and nickel. Graham and Sweat were the edge rushers. Interesting. Kayvon Wallace sighting. Kayvon Wallace is taking safety reps, first team safety reps next to Marcus Epps. I would love to hear what's going on with Jaquaski. I'm kind of surprised that Jaquaski's not doing that. Could Jaquaski be a backup? Could Jaquaski just be depth? But it does look like Isaac Seumalo got that right guard spot on lock, which I don't think is a surprise. I think we were all waiting to kind of hear it. It won't be Sanders' job, more like Boston's. Yeah, shout out to Boston Scott, man. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be really surprising to say, not surprising. It's going to be really interesting to see how they try to shake this up. What's going on, BMO? What's going on? Minshew's a funny dude. Yeah, I want his bus. I want his bus. That's all I want. All right, so Hurts with a great first set of red zone, 11v11 reps. He went 4 for 4 with 2 touchdowns, one to Gainwell, one to Brown. So shout out to Gainwell. Kenny Gainwell was the first one on the practice field before anybody, even before the coaches. Obviously, they were, doing their interviews. But so Hurts starting off hot. 2 for 2. 4 for 4, 2 touchdowns, one to Kenny G, one to Brown. He's starting off hot. That's per Elliott Shore Parks. You know Elliott Shore Parks will talk junk if he can. Rock says he got a video out, but didn't upload it yet. Say less. What's going on, Texas Eagles, man? I'm getting excited. I am too, brother. I am too. I am excited. I woke up at like 7 o'clock, waking, like shaking my girlfriend, like, come on. You guys remember that old commercial when they used to have 106 and Park on? You know what I mean? And everybody would like run in the house and be like, 106 and Park is on. That's how I felt when I realized the training camp was opening today. Jaquaski probably here to teach. You could be right, Michael. You could be 100% right. So the fans are out there cheering. So Jaquaski Tart and Andre Chachere, who I said I could not say his name, are the second team safeties. So there's no Anthony Harris out there. This is per Brandon Lee Godwin. And also good to note that Elliott Shore Park says that both of his touchdowns, him being Hurts, were in the red zone. So last year we did talk about, and Elliott Shore Parks talked about it, how he struggled in the red zone, especially in training camp and during the season, obviously. But that's something good to see. But this safety position is going to be very interesting. I made a video yesterday talking about one of the battles I was looking forward to seeing, and it's the safety spot. Again, I'm telling you, Marcus Epps, Kayvon Wallace are your first team safeties. This is only day one, right? You have Kayvon Wallace, Marcus Epps as your team 1 safeties, Jaquaski Tarr and Andre Chachere as your team 2 safeties. No Anthony Harris as of yet. Something to keep an eye on. Minshew with a shovel pass, touchdown to Rager. Minshew Mania starting off with a touchdown to Rager. So obviously both of those guys are on second team. What's going on, AK Eagles? Low-key, I'm excited for our Cowboys versus Eagles matchups. It's going to be fun. It's going to definitely be fun. I wonder how many in the chat actually remember 106 and Park. Yeah, that's a throwback. You remember that, though, BMO? You remember that? Remember 106 and Park on. Everybody ran to the house. That's how I felt. I think 106 and Park is still on, isn't it? Okay, so now they're backing up. Jason Kelce is out there. Jason Kelce is on the field. He first had COVID in January. So I'm not really sure what the heck is going on with this story. Cam Jurgens took center snaps. So, all right. So Jason Kelce's out there. Okay. Jason Kelce is out there. He's not practicing. It looks like he has a helmet and jersey on, but doesn't look like he's practicing. He doesn't have that extra padding on his head. Let me see. Yeah, he doesn't even have a helmet on. He just has a bucket hat on. So he's out there. He's just recovering from COVID. Seems like he's fine. They're just easing him in. Okay, so that gives us a little bit of clarity on the whole Jason Kelce thing. Okay, that's good. Shout out to Jeff McClain. But Cam Jurgens is taking center snaps while Jason Kelce's out. Again, like I said, Kayvon. And then, okay, so now I'm confused because John Clark is saying Kayvon Wallace started with Anthony Harris at safety in 11-on-11 work. Now these people are starting to upset me. Brandon Lee Godwin going to shake things up here. Miles Sanders bobbled his first training camp target quite a few times. Drops were an issue last summer. So already having a little bit of the case of the Butterfingers. I don't know. Are you going to do more play-by-play game streams this year? I'm going to try to. I'm supposed to be doing a couple live games from a bar that's pretty close to me. in Tampa. So if you live in Tampa, if you live in Florida, close to Tampa, definitely come out. That'll be a good time. So I'm definitely gonna do a couple. I don't know how much I'm gonna be available for it, but I'm gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try. I know I said that a lot last year too, but my girlfriend's not gonna let me not get it. Not do it. I'll tell you that. What's going on, AK? I don't know if I already said what up to you. I hope Wallace, Dillard, and Rager can get it together. Yeah, I mean, look, if all these guys that we're concerned about get it together, that's only better for our team. Okay, so Les Bowen has a text message that kind of clears up the injury report. So Zach Pascal's not out there with an illness. Carrick Wheatfall, the wide receiver that we picked up, I believe he was with the Steelers, if I'm not mistaken. He's in COVID progression along with Jason Kelsey. Limited is Anthony Harris because of COVID progression, and then Fletcher Cox because of COVID projection. I can't talk. Progression. So they're both limited. So Fletcher Cox and Anthony Harris are limited. The three that will not practice are Zach Pascal, Jason Kelsey, Carrick Wheatfall. So that gives a little bit of clarity. Okay, my God, that gives a little bit of clarity to the whole, injury situation. Again, if you want to see anything that I'm retweeting or anything that I'm putting up, if you're, just coming in, check my Twitter at PhillyTP. I retweet the direct source so you guys can see where I'm getting it from. If you guys want to look through it yourself, and I do get some text messages here and there and some group messages, but you can see a lot of this on Twitter. Jalen Hurts with a back shoulder touchdown throw to Quez Watkins from the slot. Quez outmuscled Devontae Maddox to make the play. Shout out to Quez Watkins, my guy. Quez. I'm telling y'all, Quez is my guy. Quez is my guy. There's 50 people in the chat. If you got a second, I know a lot of you are probably at work or whatever. Take a second, just like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave in the comments. Leave me what player you're most excited to see in this training camp, because that's what I want to know. Who are you? Because for me, it's Quez right now. For me, Quez is the guy I'm looking forward to see. TJ Edwards stripped AJ Brown to force a fumble after a short catch. Uh-oh. That Eagle Claw. I don't know if you guys watched the show last year. I had Chris McPherson on one time, and he told me that they called it the Eagle Claw. That's what they would do when they strip the ball out. It's the Eagle Claw. So it's not on anymore. That sucks. What's going on, football god? Polar clears miles at this point. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how the game plays it out. We don't allow Miles Sanders to be more than he is, in my opinion, but that's a whole different conversation. So Dallas Cowboys fans, how you think they would do? I had him at 11-6. I think I had him at 11-6. And I think that's being fair. That's being nice. I'll say we'll take a step back since we lost Cooper. I was just watching that Broncos game again when Quez dropped that wide open touchdown. Yeah, it's going to happen, man. It is what it is. Happy birthday, MG Nas. I appreciate you coming in and chilling, man. Happy birthday, brother. This is definitely where the fun begins. This is where the nerds nerd out. You know what I'm saying? This is where the nerds nerd out. Hurts now up to 4 touchdowns. 4 passing touchdowns, but Devontae Smith, he could have had 5, but Devontae Smith apparently dropped an easy touchdown. Jalen Reagor getting some cheers by Eagles fans after his touchdown. Good. Devontae Smith with a nasty release at the line, but dropped the pass for a would-be touchdown on a slant. So if we're keeping track, that's 4 touchdowns for Jalen Hurts. Gainwell better than Pollard. He might be, man. The one thing that we were scared, I don't want to say scared of, but the one thing that I felt like he had to work on was his running, which might sound weird as him being a running back, but I felt like he was such a great pass catching running back, right? So it is what it is. He has to work on that. Hurts looks good in the red zone right now, it seems. Yeah, Hurts. Well, two of his touchdowns were in the red zone from what I'm reading, what I'm gathering. So that's good. That's good. And he could have had 5 touchdowns. But Devontae Smith out here, no, what are you actually watching on? I'm getting it from reports. I'm not watching the actual live practice. There's some videos that are getting sent to me, some videos getting coming out, but mostly it's just through reports. They keep saying Kenny G not the next Alvin Kamara. Who knows? I would love that. I would love that, Cal. I would love that. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 53 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. We're probably, knowing the Eagles, we're probably winding down on practice if I'm being 100% honest. Let me check my text real quick. I want to know who Devontae Smith is matched up against. So some of the highlights so far: Quez Watkins gets a touchdown over Avonte Maddox. AJ Brown does not have a touchdown, but he has a fumble. Are you trying to be cute out, Castro? Oh no, what? I've always been cute. I've always been cute. Whew, I'm excited for this year, man. This is what I've been waiting for. I know this is, like I said, this is probably gonna be the lightest of practices. Yeah, they probably knowing the Eagles, they probably not gonna be doing much more. Let's pump the brakes a little. It's just shorts and t-shirts, right? Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. You think Jalen Hurts will have more than 22.5 TDs or less? Passing touchdowns or overall touchdowns? Overall touchdowns, I think he'll have more. I definitely think he'll have more. Passing touchdowns, it'll be close. I think he'll have more, but I don't think it'll be by much. I think maybe like 24. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking as far as passing touchdowns. If Jalen Hurts has a bad year, do you keep him or move on? It depends on how bad. It depends on how the team looks. It depends on a lot of things. But if he's just doesn't look good, I assume that they're going to move on. We have the assets to go ahead and get another quarterback. So if he's not good and there's no coming back from whatever type of season he has, then I don't see them just, trying to make it work, but we'll see. Did they say J-Jaw out there feasting? I haven't heard that. I have not heard that. I hope not, because then that would make me like a little bit skeptical about, hearing this. Yeah, breakfast. Yeah, big facts, right? At breakfast, he was killing it. Yo, Philly, how is Davis and Dean? I haven't heard much about them. Let me go back to where it was. The starters for the the linebackers. I'm trying to keep it organized, but it's actually pretty hard to do that. Edwards, TJ Edwards, and Kaiser White were their starting linebackers in the nickel. I haven't heard much more about anything else. Will Hurts pass for 3,800 yards? I don't think he will. If I'm being 100%, if I had to put money on it, I would say no. But he might. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? He might hit that 4,000 yards. I think that 4,000 yards isn't that. I don't want to say it's not that hard, but if you play full 17 games, it's feasible, man. That's like 250 a game, less than 250 a game passing. So it depends on what our offense looks like. For those just stepping in, Jason Kelsey, Zach Pascal, and Carrick Wheatfall are all recovering from COVID. They are not practicing. Fletcher Cox and Anthony Harris are both limited at practice. So I assume that they just didn't go through drills because it said that Anthony Harris was the starting safety in the 11 on 11s. Not really sure what's going on there, but I guess we'll figure it out. Keeping an eye on these baby birds. Hey, we're going to be big brother bird. That's what, I'm saying? Cowboy fans is going to be real humble this year. I'm telling you right now. Cowboy fans are going to be humbled. I think, I'm assuming, I don't know yet. Let me double check. But I'm assuming that practice is probably over. Waiting on a response real quick to see if they finished up because I'm seeing stuff start to dry up, and I know we're hitting that magical 40-minute number. And Eagles don't like to practice more than like 45 minutes. So that new boxing video, the little hype tape they put out, that was fire. That was definitely fire. I definitely saw that. Just trying to Zach McPherson gets a nice little PBU, little pass break up in the corner of the end zone on Devontae Smith. Went up to try and one hand grab it and almost came down with it. God bless him. Zach McPherson making some plays. Nick Sirianni said that he saw Jalen Hurts making quicker decisions this offseason. I'm starting to think, it's about a. All right, so Zach McPherson had a good, he had a little bit of a up. Now he's having a little bit of a down. Zach McPherson getting beat by Jalen Reagor on a corner route in a 7-on-7 for a touchdown. But then McPherson got him back on breaking up a slant play. So that gives you a little bit more context to that. It seems like a lot of people are really feeling high on Jalen Hurts' performance so far. So Mike Garafalo basically tweeted and says, anonymous Eagles beat reporter just now as Jalen Hurts hit AJ Brown for a touchdown in the red zone. What's the record for receiving touchdowns in a season? I can't tell if he's serious. I wonder who said that. Yeah, I wonder who said that. Hurts with another touchdown to AJ Brown. I mean, excuse me, Devontae Smith it is AJ Brown. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it's gonna start coming to a close. I think we are coming to a close. Yeah, I think the Eagles practice is about to start winding down. I mean, they got a little bit of good work in though. They got a little bit of good work in. What's going on, Ishine? What's going on? What's going on, Marcus Rubin out here? What's going on? He getting beat by Rager. He's about to get cut today. What's going on, Ishine? Yo, Philly, you and BGJ are going live this week. Yeah, we're going live tonight. We're gonna go live tonight and then probably Sunday again. We definitely gonna go crazy with that show. We love it. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Eagles and probably talk a little bit about the NFC camps in general because I know a lot of y'all, some of y'all are fans of other teams as well. I just want to make sure that this is over, which I think it is. But you guys let me know how y'all feeling, man. Football is back. I will be back at 6:30. I'm about to get out of here, man. I gotta go to work. I'm a working man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work. But y'all let me know, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling. Y'all gonna be back tomorrow. I hope y'all back tomorrow because this is what it is. We back. We back. We are back. We are back. I don't know how else to say this, but I appreciate everybody that came through, man. Chopped it up. We still got 60 people in here. Before you guys do get back to work or to school or wherever you guys are going, hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. We are trying to blow this thing up, and we need you guys to help me get there. So, but other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It is fly equals fly. Y'all know what it is. It's peace.
Everywhere. This is for
Yeah.
you.
Fly was flying on the team. Touchdown, touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randolph. Season here, really time to do him in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.